Hello. So weekly update, I guess. A new week, and it's I've been I delayed a bit about this because I didn't have the time to make a book a book review last week. So in these past 2 weeks, I've read. I only finished one book, which is The Feeding by A.J. Ryan, and I DNF it. This one, Sympathy Tower Tokyo, and that's it. I am currently reading, and I'm going back to the other one. I'm currently reading Jeremy Bates' Helltown, this book here. I am halfway there. It's a very fast-paced horror book that I don't know where it's going, but basically Jeremy Bates write books about stuff, world places, and so on. So he has like a couple of series. This one is called World's Scariest Places. He has one about the catacombs of France. He has one from the forest, that Japanese forest. I don't know the name, but it's called Suicide Forest in Japan, near the Mount Fuji. And he has like Iceland about dolls and so on. And this one is about a place, I guess, in America called Helltown. I will investigate more about this, and I'm enjoying the book, and I will probably guess buy another book from him to read. And if I enjoy, I will buy the remaining ones. In terms of other books I'm reading, yeah, because this is a mess, I'm currently reading as well The Arrival by Joshua T. Calvert. I'm missing 100 pages, and I'm enjoying the book. It's one of the things I wanted, and a couple of months ago, I wanted something to do with sci-fi or more than sci-fi, invasion and so on. I tried a book by Shaspas Scott, which I thought it was about this is an invasion of Earth and so on. I thought it was going to dwell in the aliens, but instead it focused 1,000 pages, two books, more on the sci-fi, on surviving of the people and 19% of the books there are no aliens, and that upset me. Here it's a bit different. So we've got there is being a war between two factions of aliens, and something fell on Earth. This thing here, on Athens in Greeks, and there is a surviving. The first part of the book is like half the book. It's about people that live there, so it's how they survive or they adapt and so on. And the second part deals with the investigation. So I'm really liking this book. Joshua T. Covert writes pretty standard. It's nothing major. I'm not an English native, so probably some, because I know that he writes also in German. So I don't know if his language is German or if he's English and translated to German. I don't know, but I've seen complaints in Goodreads about this writing style and so on. To me, it feels natural. Natural. When I mean natural, I mean it's easy going. It's nothing overly complicated. The characters are okay, nothing major, but the story itself it's pretty good. That makes me invested. Then I'm reading as well Iron Guard by Mark Clapham, which I was reading since the beginning of the month, and this will get me until the end of the month. I have no doubts about it. It's about the modern Iron Guard, and to be fair, what I'm not enjoying about this book, because the story itself it's okay, uh, is that I don't feel any connection to the guards itself themselves. They don't have anything particular that, of them. They are they. If you told me they were Kaidian, I would believe it, because you expect something from Morgan, and I'm not getting that vibe. But story it's good. Okay, I'm enjoying the book. The other one, which I am reading for a couple of weeks now and months now, not weeks, and I'm a third way in, and I don't know where I'm going to finish, when I'm going to finish. is bordered by Robert McMahon. I was enjoying the story, and it's very similar, very similar. I will say, beware, it can be regarded as a copy of this one. Again, two factions at war with one another, and Earth was devastated by this war, and now we are several, I don't know how much time later on, people are trying to survive, and then there is this boy or young man that has some kind of power, very similar to Swan Song in that regard, but it has aliens, and this one is more in terms of writing is way better than, of course, than Joshua. I didn't expect anything less, of course, but just saying that it's different. But I will finishing. I have no doubts about that as well. So regarding the book I've read, which is The Feeding by A.G. Ryan. A.G. Ryan is Anthony Ryan, which has written several books that which I have. I'll have a lot of them. The Raven's Shadow series, the Covenant series, no, Covenant Steel series, yeah, and now there is one that which Age of Wrath, which is the second book is out now. There is a third one in the making, and in between these he wrote two books. The first one was Red River 7, and the second one was The Feeding, both written in this, not in his name, Anthony Ryan, but A.G. Ryan, probably due to that he wants to concentrate fantasy on that in his name, and this pseudonym in the other types, because these two are not fantasy. It's not Eden like K.G. Parker, which was Eden and nobody knew he was it, because in the back, in the last page, or in the everywhere, to be honest, it says specifically who A.G. Ryan is. So yeah, here it says international best-selling fantasy author Anthony Ryan, writing as A.G. Ryan. So he wanted people to know that these are his books, probably just to separate the fantasy to the non-fantasy. This one is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has fallen, and there are vampires of some sorts that have, well, destroyed humanity. We don't have glimpses of everywhere. We have glimpses of probably USA, because it's never really said that it's USA, but I believe it is per some hints. But Earth has fallen to these alien beings, sorry, these vampire beings, and there are a couple of different classes of vampires. They have alphas, omegas, and so on. And then we have this main character, which is a girl that is she tries to she's trying to get some medicine for her father, which has died, which is as a disease, and so she wants to find menace. But of course they live in small cities where they cannot live because of those vampires, and besides, but there are a couple of people that they call the runners. I don't know, the crossers. The runners is another thing. The crossers, and they venture forth during the day. They try to get to another cities and trade stuff in. There are like trials to be on that part of crossers, and the part of the book is telling about their story. Then it's this part of being a crosser, how she was, her trials, and then in the last is her journey throughout the world to find the medicines. I'm not going to spoil. This is a very short book. We're talking about 350 pages or so. This one is far less. And the book, it's okay. It's good. It's a mix. Reading this, I feel that this is a mix of several books that I've read before. There is something, I don't, Maze Runner, which is the runners or the crosses that go forth and investigate and so on. It's a mix of Last of Us uh, and other novels among these types. This is, you can put this in IA. I saw some reviews after reading this book. Oh, it's very dark. It's not dark, man. If you read fantasy, this is not dark at all. There is some hints of horror because people died, and there is some, the vampires is a horror element, if you wish, so there is some kind of horror there, but it's not gruesome, it's not grim. People use nowadays words that they don't think, I don't think they, everything is grim. It's not grim. This book is not grim dark at all. This is a you can't call, just because it's a post-apocalyptic book, it's a grim. Of course, it's grim. It's, but the term grim, dark, grim stuff, it's way worse in here. I'm talking about um, books like Joe Abercrombie or Mark Lawrence, which is Unforgiven. It's very difficult to say grim dark. In one word is Warhammer 40k. But this is not grim dark. People are living. The people that live in the city, they live. They are alive. They live. Just because she left and there were some, some stuff that happens. Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's grim. I think that this book was a bunch of ideas brought together, and let's make a movie, mesh and make a movie, a book. A book that I would see as a movie. This means this book feels like a movie script, an action post-apocalyptic movie script. It has interesting stories, characters. It has a okay story, nothing major. Some development, character development. But it's simple. It's very simple. So simple that I would say that this author could have done pretty more. He could have written a whole trilogy about these books, about this book, because there are so many unanswered stories. There, questions. Many unanswered. This means, okay, this happens and now what? And I guess we could, he could do a couple of more books after this one, and I guess I will read. I've bought everything by him. So after finishing this book, I immediately bought this one, Red River 7, and this one looks like a bit different. This is more sci-fi elements. It says that here, 7 strangers awaken with no memories. Together they must undertake a mission into the heart of darkness. It sure likes more, again, most post-apocalyptic, again, scenario, dystopia scenario. And this is quite short, 280 pages, so pretty good to read in a sitting or two, and in between other novels. So yeah, so that's it from me. Unfortunately, I've not been reading as much as I hoped. No Man's Sky is to blame. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's to blame, but more it's my mind. I don't know if it's because I've been reading quite a lot of books, and I'm slowly getting it. So my goal to the end of the month is to finish these 3 or 4 books and probably read one more book, and then start with December, last month of the month. And my goal, I'm going to show you in a couple of days the books I'm planning to read. I'm doing some kind of different thing, like only hardbacks. I don't know why I chosen this. And my goal is to next year try something different and try something new, try to plan, and for the first time try to read more fantasy, which is something that is missing in my life. And when I mean this, that I've bought a lot of trilogy series and so on, and I'm not reading them, and I think I missed that. That's my take. So read more stuff and finish more stuff like Era Salvatore. Again, this year I didn't read it. It's a shame. The Conan books, which I enjoyed so much, I didn't go with them. There are so many books that I've been delaying. Vampire Hunter D, and my goal next year is to change a bit. Buying less, without any doubt. Buying far less, and trying to, well, to see what I come up with it. So thank you all. Have a great day and hope to see you soon.